This is Kajol Jadhav and I am here to explain daily current affairs for UPSC Civil Services exam.
India's draft National Forest Policy needs an urgent course correction. What are the salient features of National Forest Policy 2018? What are the drawbacks of new forest policy? Does the 2018 Forest Policy draft build on the new direction of 1988 and incorporate the lessons learned since then? How was the forest policy in colonial India? What is the role of 1988 forest policy? GS Paper 3 Conservation. In this video, you can find detailed answers for all the above questions. The above article has been retrieved from thehindu.com, dated April 10th, 2018.
What we are providing here is just a 10% sample out of the full-length video. Visit our website iasvideos.com to join the course and to unlock all videos. We offer this pen drive course cash on delivery on Amazon.in too. Amazon will deliver our course to your doorstep.
What is the context about? Government policy documents are statements of goals, priorities and strategies. If old strategies have failed or circumstances have changed, they should be revised. Given that our forest policy was last revised in 1988, changes are perhaps overdue. The new draft Forest Policy 2018, however, ignores the lessons from this period and returns to the state-managed forestry of the 1950s, but with a neoliberal twist. What are the salient features of National Forest Policy 2018? Institutional setup. The draft suggests establishing two institutions, National Community Forest Management and National Board of Forestry, for better management of country's forest resources. Soil and water conservation measures. The draft suggests stabilizing sensitive catchment areas by soil and water conservation measures and planting suitable trees and grasses that help in conservation and water recycling. Agroforestry industry. The draft aims at promoting agroforestry and farm forestry industries that would generate employment and also would be beneficial for conservation. Agroforestry industry. The draft aims at promoting agroforestry and farm forestry industries that would generate employment and also would be beneficial for conservation. Program integration. The draft bill aims at integrating programs that satisfy both aspects, forest management and climate control. PPP model. The draft suggests that the surplus land that is degraded and underutilized will be managed to produce timber under PPP model for afforestation and reforestation measures. Urban cover. The draft aims at increasing urban cover to deal with urban problems such as climate change and pollution, although the draft has no description of a plan to do so. What are the drawbacks of new forest policy? Failed ideas like compensatory afforestation, catchment area treatment and joint forest management have been included in spite of massive evidence of failures documented by the Comptroller and Auditor General, parliamentary committees and other independent assessments. Carping about the decline in forest productivity, it identifies production forestry and plantations as the new thrust area. Most ecologists say the new draft is a watered-down version of the current policy and poor in content. Does the 2018 Forest Policy draft build on the new direction of 1988 and incorporate the lessons learned since then? Unfortunately, the answer is a no. How was the forest policy in colonial India? Forest policy in colonial India focused on maximizing products and revenues for the state through the Imperial Forest Department as sole owner, protector and manager of the forest estate. Unfortunately, post-independence, policy continued this statist approach. Forests were seen as sources of raw material for industry and local communities were simply treated as labor. What is the role of 1988 forest policy? In a paradigm shift, the 1988 forest policy recognized the multiple roles of forests and prioritized environmental stability over revenue maximization. It also acknowledged that the needs of forest-dependent communities must be the first charge on forest produce. Equally important, the policy emphasized people's involvement in protecting and regenerating forests, thus firmly recognizing the limitations of state-managed forestry.